We are in the month of September, and this is the first week of the month of September, a very special month on the calendar within the port and maritime industry. And that's because most of the major policies that take place in the port and maritime business here in Ghana often commence from the 1st of September. You recall that the 5 destination inspection companies gave way to West Blue beginning 1st of September in the year 2016 or 2015, thereabout. And also it was in the month of September that the Vice President's directive regarding the paperless, as well as the removal of the custom barriers, as well as the joint inspection, all were supposed to begin in the first week or the 1st of September. And this is to tell you that it is exactly 1 year since the Vice President's directive to go 100% paperless and also remove all custom barriers on the transit corridor and have joint inspection. All of them were supposed to start the 1st of September. Where I'm standing right now, I'm right in front of the long room. This place, before the 1st of September last year, there used to be a long queue here because almost every clearing agent, almost every importer needed to enter here to get your documentation processes processed by customs. All of that are gone. So 1 year on after that directive, what are the people saying?
Celebrating all night long.
In May 2017, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, at a port efficiency conference in Accra, announced 3-point policy directives aimed at improving Ghana's port sector. The directives included: the ports of Ghana should go 100% paperless, all custom barriers should be removed from Ghana's transit corridor, and mandatory joint inspection at the ports of Ghana. These directives were to take place on 1st September 2017 to improve the competitiveness of the ports and businesses in the country. Exactly a year after the policy, Iron Port engaged some industry players to pick up their thoughts as to whether the policy has been beneficial and whether indeed the processes for the clearance of goods at the port has improved as a result of the paperless policy.
I must say it has achieved most of its purposes, though we still will have to do some evaluation.
And the paperless idea is to be able to do more electronic and less paper. So it takes away a lot of the bureaucracy that we used to experience at the port.
Borderless Alliance has completely embraced the concept of paperless system at the ports. It will speed up and it will reduce costs.
And now that the paperless is in full force, it's shorter. And then you get messages as per everything you're doing.
The stakeholders revealed that the paperless system has helped improve the clearance processes as they are able to receive Customs Classification Valuation Report (CCVR) within 24 hours compared to previously, which was 3 days or 72 hours.
It's brought some relief, at least it impacted the business a lot, as in delivery times, and then also the time that we used to obtain the CCVR. With the previous dispensation, that was the destination inspection companies, the duration sometimes 4 days, 3 days, 1 week.
When all your documentation is set, of course, the paperless is the best way to go because you can even actually pay from your desktop, right, in your office before you show up at the port.
We are talking about time. If all documents are okay, if you've paid for your freight and all the documents have been handed over to you, and then no queries and all that, then I think we are getting the time aspect.
The process has improved. Now, especially when your entry has to go through GMS, they will give you all of them their contacts. You receive a text message, FDA's contacts, and when you call them, you let them know the time the container will be positioned and they will be there.
The long room, which is an area for payment of customs duty that was often characterized with long queues and delays, has been scrapped with the coming into force of the paperless system. This decision also received the commendation from the stakeholders who argue that the human interface has been removed.
All the long room was removed to the head office. Now you don't even know who is doing your work. The compliance officer who is working on your document. So the human interface is removed.
Yes, the long room for TEMA, that's one I'll say is a big plus for us.
The stakeholders were also happy about the fact that the joint inspection has been very effective since September 1. The Vice President later announced that the regulatory agencies who carry out inspections at the ports have been reduced from 13 to 3. However, on this directive, some stakeholders think it should be reduced further because there is still a duplicity of role.
That is another bold decision. It's a bold directive, and I will have to commend the team that is shepherding this. There is some few lapses here and there. Some overrides are still in there, but it is early days yet to.
If you have 16 agencies that you have to deal with in clearing, and it's been reduced to 3, you don't have to be a clearing agent or you have to work in the port to know that obviously there are significant benefits from that.
Now, you see, the 16 to 3 is working. I want to say 3. When you take customs, standard board, and the food and drugs board, customs alone has other sectors like preventive, like tagging,
customs chemists,
so even the customs look here as 1, in effect it's not 1, because you go to chemist. Because I don't see why I should go to food and drugs board, standard board, and go to chemist. They are still duplicating their duties.
That was also a human interface, physical inspection and all that. And if we are talking about 16 agencies, then it would have defeated the cause of the paperless.
Despite the successes chalked on the paperless and the other directives so far, the stakeholders, however, maintain that there is a need for a government structure to be put in place to ensure a proper free flow of information within Ghana's ports.
We believe the biggest challenge with all the port processes that we are trying to undertake, from national single window to paperless and all the others, the biggest challenge is corporate governance, a proper governance structure that everybody would have to, everybody respects and is authority. If that's in place, most of the things that we are looking at will work.
You hear that one person will bring a product today wanting to fuse it up with the paperless system. Another time, another system want to be introduced, and then it makes the whole thing very confusing.
They called for the shipping lines to be integrated into the pre-arrival assessment reporting system, PASS, so as to reduce the clearance time further.
The only drawback in this whole 48-hour business is the shipping lines, because they are not so integrated into the PASS system.
The stakeholders say they want enough consultations before policies are rolled so as not to suffer setbacks. On the issue of removal of custom barriers, the national president of Borderless Alliance, Ziad Hamwi, said it is commendable as it has made Ghana's transit corridors very competitive.
What is everybody's key mission? To make sure that Ghana is the gateway. So you have to use our ports because it's the best and most competitive ports. You have to use our corridors because they are the most competitive and the easiest to use. And you can use our system because it is the most competitive for doing business.
He said the removal of the custom barriers will make Ghana the economic gateway to West Africa if properly implemented, if its implementation is well maintained and continuously improved.
Celebrating on our
The director of TEMA Port, Edward Osei, has disclosed that the implementation of the paperless concept by the Vice President, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, has cut down corruption drastically.
The paperless concept, which the Vice President introduced, has really lowered corruption.
He also added that the paperless concept has been very advantageous because it has made clearing of goods very easy and time-saving.
But I can fairly say that, when your goods arrive, and you have all the documentation ready, it could be cleared in 24 hours. Before, it was taking like weeks.
Speaking in a television interview, Edward Kofi Osei said the Port Authority has been working intensively with the intelligence community to root out any form of corruption.
Those 3 initiatives by the Vice President, or the 3 directives, have really done a lot for us.
Edward Osei stated that GPHA is working closely with the Navy and the Ghana Maritime Authority to guard vessels that dock at the port.